a mean flow. Walking down Madison.
Curry with it, coming off a solid outing against Chicago. On the court for the Lakers. It's LeBron at power forward, with AD as the center. Cam Reddish is out there with Austin Reeves. And it's Lewis in at the three. And James has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Bulls was tremendous. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and he was dealing assists all around. And just a huge game for him. His coaches would love to see him do it again. Guys?
Outstanding, thanks. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
Yeah, going up against a team that had no answer for him. We'll see if it plays out the exact same way here tonight.
The first one falls.
One of those guys who came into the league with great expectations. MP has met those and then some.
Kuminga, he's checked in for Anderson. And both free throws good for MP. And Grant, despite the Warriors' success over the last
And here is James coming in off at 21. Point game his last outing. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Down in the block, it's LeBron and Davis. Austin Reeves out there with Cameron Reddish. And it's Lewis in at the small forward position. Now here's LeBron. And just miss after miss right now.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all you.
Here's James, coming in off 21 points in his last outing. And so in the game for Los Angeles, it's LeBron at power forward with AD as the center. Cam Reddish is out there with Austin Reeves. And it's Lewis in at the 3 spot. Davis misses.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
You know, Clark, with the Lakers, at times it is hard to maintain a sense of continuity.
Boy, it sure is, B.A. I mean, there's always pressure to improve or be at your best, but even more so when you're playing in the glitz and glamour of L.A. and all that history. And because of that, sometimes it can lead to high team turnover when you're playing for the Lakers.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Bulls was a man on a mission. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and his assist numbers were unreal, making his teammates very happy. He was such a difficult matchup in that one. We'll see how he follows it up tonight. Brian?
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
Jackson Davis is checked in for the Warriors. Hield comes in for Wiggins.
Well, that's a rare miss for him inside. He may have just rushed it a bit, maybe lost concentration too.
Hield passes to Kuminga. To the wing, right side. Let's go with a 3. Sends it home from 3-point land.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Now Reeves. His last outing, we saw him score 22. On the wing, Davis. To stop the run. Oh, my goodness!
Disrespectful.
You know, that's one that'll stay with us for a while. I mean, Davis, one of those guys that can really electrify a crowd, no matter what building he's in.
On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, good looks by our terrific camera crew. And for Los Angeles, they're shooting just about 29% so far. Not great. Outside Reeves. On the wing, Davis. It's rebounded by Golden State. MP's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Curry. Rebound, Anthony Davis.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Here's Lewis, guarded by Hield. Lewis passes to Davis. Here's Lewis. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Reddish. Lets it go from deep. That one's good. 2 for 8 now.
Just 2 for 8 here in the early going. Maybe that bucket will help him build a little momentum and some confidence.
And it's Allen who slams it home.
Boy, MP is just filleting this defense. I mean, they've got no answers for him right now.
And Reeves has got the ball here for the Lakers. Coming into this, having notched a win against Boston in their last game.
I mean, it looked like that game was over, but they finally kicked it into gear in the fourth. A tremendous comeback.
Being as far down as they were, as late as they were down, I mean, that should feel really good to that group to come away with the win.
You don't want to let them get into a rhythm from out there.
Pass to Hield. Back to Allen. There's the three. And the three-pointer goes. MP's got 37.
He's rolling. The best start to a game you could hope for.
Talk about putting up points in a hurry. He can't miss right now.
Now here's Reeves. Doing some damage on the offensive end. Putting up a little over 14 points a game.
The rebounding numbers make it obvious why they're in front.
And you know what? That tells the story in a lot of games, guys. And here you go. It's telling the story tonight, too.
On the wing, MP. Reddish covering. And that one good. Allen's got 39.
He drops yet another dime. Just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Now here's Reeves. Outside Reddish. The three is up. Rebounded by Hield.
Well, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
Shoots from 12. That's good from Curry. On the assist from Allen. Curry's got 11.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
Here's Lewis. Outside Davis. Left side Reddish. Shot to stop the run. And he can't get that one.
Yeah, just hasn't been able to find his rhythm offensively. And that's having a ripple effect.
Here's Reeves. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Reeves will take that all day long. He'll put himself in harm's way if it means he's going to get to the line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
I think it's been a disappointing year for him at the stripe, guys. I mean, he hasn't been as productive as he was last season from there.
Allen inside.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Golden State Warriors. Taking a look at the Lakers. The guard spot's filled by Russell and Reeves. James is out there with Christie. And it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's James. And James throws it down.
Still a force. LeBron looking ageless on that one.
Allen against Reeves. Over in the corner, Kuminga. Pass to Curry. And here is Hield. Outside Curry. Now here's Allen. Back to Curry. From past the arc. A basket good off the assist from Allen. MP's got 6 assists here tonight. And so it's MP making things happen for the Golden State Warriors. He's approaching 40 points for him in the game. He's scoring in just about every way possible. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the
Kuminga is out there with Buddy Hield. Then it's MP. Then there's Kevon Looney, and it's Moody in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group for Golden State as we kick off the second quarter. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. RJ, does playing at a faster pace work the same in the regular season as it does in the playoffs?
Depends on the opponent. Teams that like to slow it down and can be methodical in the half court can make it a slugfest. You have to be ready for that.
James is checked in for Hood Schifino. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last.
Here's MP. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. They've got MP. Hield is out there with Jonathan Kuminga. Then there's Moody, and it's Looney in at the 5 spot. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter. With the rise of positionless basketball, Clark, this has to be the most difficult era to be a center.
I would not disagree with that, quite honestly. I mean, they're asked to do a lot. I mean, if they're not elite rim runners as centers and shot blockers, they've got to be able to shoot and shoot from the perimeter, not just in the low post. And they still have to be able to finish around the basket. I think the biggest thing is they have to cover more ground defensively because how the game is played offensively with a lot of movement and pick and roll.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, MP in the last time out against the Bulls delivered a big performance. He scored an incredible number of points and, as always, was a force on defense, doing whatever he wanted at that end. He was remarkable in that game. It's not often you see a player that dominant, and I'm sure he wants to keep it going. Guys?
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this one. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
Lakers shooting just 31% in the game, and they double up James. On the wing, James. Pass to Capella. Out to Russell. Rocket 2. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Russell's got 5 points now this quarter.
And, you know, this has become a real weapon for Russell now, and it's because he's worked hard on his shot.
And that one is good.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
The 3. No good from LeBron.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Hits it from three-point range. MP's got 47 points.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
It's going by Hield. Moody finds Hield. And then Hield with the dunk.
Hield bringing the entire package here, following up some stingy defense with some very quick points.
And talking about Buddy Hield, he is someone you can definitely count on. He can score from any place.
Yeah, he's got great range, and his durability is just as impressive as his stroke. You know, most seasons, Buddy Hield plays in 80 or more games, and that is very much a rarity these days. And he's also a 40% career shooter from 3. So he can space the floor, and you know he's going to be on the floor whenever it's game time.
Here's Kuminga after D'Angelo Russell's bucket. The 3. And Hield gets it to go on the assist by Allen. Hield's got 10 points in the game.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Here's Russell. And it's Looney with the rebound. Looney's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean,
yet another bucket.
And just like that, he's tied the record for most 50-point games.
Greg, this is a record I never thought would be matched. Unbelievable season from him.
You look back at Wolf's 62 campaign and all the records it spawned, absolutely stunning to see the 50-point games record be matched.
Hield finds Looney. At the elbow, it's MP. Golden State moving the ball around. Hield outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
And so in the game for the Lakers, D'Angelo Russell is out there with James. Then there's Jared Vanderbilt. Then there's LeBron James. And it's Capella in at the 5, roaming the paint. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
The Lakers are looking to get downhill. Anthony Davis said we try to attack the basket and live in the paint. That's part of our identity, our DNA. It's getting to the line and guys catching rhythms like that and then playing from there.
KYG, know your game. They do that well, Allie. Anderson's checked in for Kuminga. Lewis has checked in for Los Angeles. Reeves comes in for James. Outside Reeves. MP against Russell. And he makes it on the layup. Russell's got 9 points in the quarter.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
For 3, Allen. Good! Another from 3. Woo, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
The BA, he's on fire.
The Lakers have gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began.
Yeah, I'm not going to give LeBron any more space, but certainly like to see him dunk. How about that throwdown?
And Allen gets it to go. Allen's got 55.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
Here's James. He hits it. His 4th make in 10 tries.
Now, LeBron does so many things so very well, including handling the ball and getting to where he wants to go.
MP finds Hield. Outside, Anderson. Oh, trying his luck from deep. Hits the trifecta. Anderson's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 10 in the second quarter. Pass to Capella. Outside Reeves. Here's Russell. Lets the 3 fly. That's good. For the day, he's 4 for 6.
He's really carrying the load, but no man can do it all by himself.
MP, the pass to Hield. Lewis with the rebound. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Oh, LeBron hammers it home.
Sometimes LeBron just likes to take it all out on the rim, that time on display.
And that was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, bringing you the sauce. Allen drives.
I ain't even gonna count down for you. Turn the beat up.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. The guard spots filled by Russell and Reeves. Lewis is out there with LeBron James, and it's Capella in at the 5.
Welcome back to NBA.
Here's Allen. What an incredible scoring display he's putting on tonight. They've got Moses Moody. Kevon Looney is out there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's Buddy Hield, and it's Allen in at the point. That's the Warriors 5. Clark, one topic that gets its share of attention, illegal screens.
And with good reason, because guys are bigger, stronger, a lot of pick and roll action. So you've got to be more diligent in cracking down on those screens that are illegal. The game is extremely fluid. Guys are in constant motion, but I think it's a hard call to make consistently, but the officials have to keep working at it.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Bulls was a man on a mission. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and as we've come to expect, he contributed from the three-point line as well. And really, it's a game that will stand out when you look at his career, considering how absurd some of those numbers are. Guys?
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him. It might force him to adjust or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
No defense going to stop that throwdown by Capella right there.
MP, the pass to Anderson. Back to MP. Outside Moody. Fires the three. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
Now here's Reeves. Doing some damage on the offensive end. Putting up a little over 14 points a game. Clock at 6. James passes to Capella. Here's Lewis. He drops it from range. Lewis has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
It was a rough start for them scoring the ball, but they look like now they're really finding their rhythm and flow.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
Man, you got to have some hang time to pull that off.
Yeah, to glide in and reverse it home like that, so sweet.
Now here's Reeves. The 11-footer. Again, the Lakers score.
You know, Reeves doesn't overload on the mid-range shots, but he's smart enough to take them when they're available.
From undrafted to closing games with LeBron and AD, Austin Reeves, what a story, Clark.
TV and season 6 of
Now here's Allen. Non-stop scoring machine here. Taking a look at the Lakers. The guard spots filled by Russell and Reeves. Clint Capella is out there with James. And it's Lewis in at the small forward. The NBA scoring explosion, Brent, hasn't slowed down. We're getting record-setting offenses, it seems like, every single season.
Yeah, Kevin, lots of factors going into that. Obviously, more three-pointers being taken and figuring out the math of the game. But let's give credit to the players and the work that they're doing in the off-season in terms of getting better with their skill to be able to shoot that basketball and seek out the most efficient shot on the court.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, MP in the last game against Chicago was sensational. He had an impressive number of points. And as we've come to expect, he filled it up from three-point range whenever he could. Those were video game numbers he put up in that last game. Boy, it had the league abuzz. We'll see what he's got in store tonight. Kevin?
David, we appreciate the update. Greg, we'll see if he can keep rolling here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
And here is Capella following the three-pointer by MP. Down low, here's LeBron. Anderson with the block.
Good intensity on defense. Kyle Anderson using the length that time and timing it well to get the rejection.
Healed the pass to Anderson. Lewis dishes to LeBron. Healed right side. Back to Allen. Lewis kicks to LeBron. Just 5 to shoot. Healed from outside. Rebounded by the Lakers. Last time they lost to the Warriors.
It wasn't even close in their last matchup. And their offense just wasn't ready to compete at that level.
And getting to the line at will, James using his smarts these days to draw those kind of shooting fouls.
And these are his second and third free throws tonight. And the first one at the line is good.
Hey, guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Trace Jackson-Davis is checked in for Looney. Kuminga comes in for Kyle Anderson. Wiggins is checked in for Hield. And Curry subbed in for Moses Moody. And then for Los Angeles, Davis comes in for Clint Capella. And it's Reddish in for D'Angelo Russell. James, the pass to Reddish. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Reddish has got 12.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitors.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors able to put on a show for the ages. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious. To the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. And we'll be right back after this.
Thanks for being with us. First off, how about we start with an update on the All-Star voting?
You can almost taste All-Star Weekend, the celebrations on and off the court. Shaq, you know all about that. Let me hear some memories.
It's like...
And switching gears now to that first half. Big hill to climb for the Lakers.
Well, the energy they're putting out is not...
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
Yeah, guys like him love to stuff the stat sheet. He's doing it here.
They've got Anderson. Stephen Curry's out there with Allen. Then it's Kevon Looney. And it's Wiggins in at the three spot. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half.
AD gets near the rim and it's lights out.
MP outside. He got it again. Sensational.
And that's 70.
He's unbelievable. Curry brings the double. And Reeves has got the ball here for the Lakers. There's so many years in the NBA. You would think Curry would slow down, wouldn't you, Brent? But he remains at the very top of his game.
I think the best part about what we're seeing with Steph right now, Kevin, is his competitive.
Second half rolling along, about a minute played here. We've got Kevon Looney. Kyle Anderson is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then there's Stephen Curry, and it's MP in at the two-guard spot. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Richard, if the three-point shot was never introduced, how different do you think the game would be?
The offensive strategy would be very different. The game would be more...
Oh, my goodness! How about that?
Okay, wow, old man LeBron James getting acrobatic, putting on a show. I see you, big fella.
There's the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, capturing the moment. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Bulls was tremendous. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and he made a lot of shrewd decisions with the ball, which led to a hefty assist total for him. Really just a phenomenal performance from him. Here's hoping we see more of the same from him.
New rewards, new challenges.
Seconds now into the second half. Taking a look at the Lakers. Down in the block, it's LeBron and Davis. Austin Reeves out there with Cameron Reddish. And it's Lewis in at the 3 slot.
MP squeezing all that juice he can get out of that orange. What a night he's had.
Clark, how much weight do players put on individual awards or something like an all-star nod?
You know, I think players always have a level of respect for each other, but awards help validate your level of respect. How you win, how you perform, consistency, and awards are typically well-earned and well-deserved. As a matter of fact, in most cases, they are well-earned and deserved, and players acknowledge that and respect that.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey guys, MP in the last time out against Chicago was sensational. He had an impressive number of points, and as you may have guessed with him, a lot of those were on the 3-ball. That stat line was really unbelievable. It's something you really had to see to appreciate. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this one. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
Here's Reeves following the basket by Stephen Curry. And the dunk by James.
And making it look easy, LeBron overwhelms the defense inside.
Lets a floater go. Lewis against MP. To the inside. Here's Looney, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Lakers have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Reddish has got 15 points.
You know, he may have a scorer's mindset, but Reeves makes plays for others, too.
Here's MP.
Ain't this what they've been? You ready?
In the third quarter, with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock, MP is out there with Stephen Curry. Then it's Andrew Wiggins. Then there's Kyle Anderson. And it's Looney in at the center position. That's the Warriors 5. Well, Brent, there's some players who never stop talking trash on the court. Is that distracting to you?
Not really, B.A. That's kind of the fun part of the game when somebody's trying to get under your skin a little bit. If it's not just playing defense and it comes with a little chit-chat, it sometimes draws your attention and makes you focus a little bit more.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Bulls was tremendous. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and his passing was huge in that game, finding ways to involve his teammates.
The thing in our overdrive.
New events, new apparel, there is so much to cover in Season 6.
Rush. Selected.
And Reeves has got the ball here for Los Angeles. We've got Kevon Looney. Kyle Anderson is out there with Wiggins. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Allen in at the two-guard position. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Davis has the open look. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. MP in the last game against Chicago was sensational. He scored an incredible number of points, and to no one's surprise, he was dialed in from deep. The stats he put up were amazing. He knew nobody could slow him down, and he went to work. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
Jump right in with what's new in my career. Take a look.
I sat down, crust, tatted my neck, showed him my.
Now Reeves, 7 points in the game. Well, Clark, we hear coaches often say, trust your teammates. Why is that sometimes a challenge?
Well, you know, when you talk about passing the basketball, there's got to be a level of trust and confidence that where you pass it to is going to produce some fruit, and that it might come back to you if that's the best play. And then defensively, you can't be good defensively without communicating and trusting one another to cover for each other in the defensive scheme that you're playing.
They've got Kyle Anderson. Stephen Curry is out there with MP. Then there's Kevon Looney, and it's Wiggins in at the small forward position. So that's the group out there for Golden State. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Bulls was a man on a mission. He dropped an amazing number of points, and he was locked in from deep. But when hasn't he been? His numbers from that game jump off the stat sheet. He was just superb. Guys, let's see if he can do it again.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this one. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
And the Warriors making a change here. Jackson Davis has checked in. He does not get the second one.
You know, so far, I'm pretty impressed with MP's attitude. He doesn't seem like a young hothead. He knows he's got a lot of work to do on his game. They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Now, here is James. He's got 21 from deep. Reeves. The rebound by Payton. Golden State has gotten all three from downtown so far in the second half. Pass to Allen. Outside Payton. And here's Allen. Now Curry. Just 5 to shoot. Launches it. Another three for Golden State.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. When this one's over, they'll be off to Charlotte as they take on the Hornets. And their road tour has only begun. That'll be game 2 of 6.
They didn't get a chance to knock one down in the first. But the defense left him a look, and he nailed it. He'll make them pay when he's open.
Now here's Curry. He has 29 now. Back to Allen. Takes the three. Another one goes. Incredible. Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
BA, it feels like he can't miss.
Los Angeles has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Reeves, the pass to James. The three is up. Warriors with the rebound. Allen outside. Outside Peyton. Fires from deep. And the Warriors with another three.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks. Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Here's Allen.
Too many times I told these. I hear no opinions from people who still got dreams of making it big. I don't really care about what.
Taking a look at the Lakers. The guard spots filled by Russell and Reeves. Down in the block, it's LeBron and Davis. And it's Lewis in at the small forward. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, guys. MP in the last game against Chicago was sensational. He had...
Yo. I'm from the Neptunes, and I just want to...
Trace Jackson-Davis out there with Gary Payton II. Then it's MP. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Waters in at the small forward. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Well, Richard, as we've seen, sometimes all a player needs to prosper is a change of...
Welcome to Season 6 in my career. We are celebrating the next 6 weeks along with the two-time scoring champion, Tracy McGrady.
Arriving with T-Mac is a fresh stack of season rewards.
The overall Nba2k rating. When you see me, you think power. I ain't raised Canaan. Had to get...
And here are the Warriors now. So the Lakers 5 right now. The guard spots filled by Russell and Reeves. Down in the block, it's LeBron and Davis. And it's Lewis in at the 3 spot. And Clark, on average, free throw attempts are down a fair bit in the last 20, 25 years.
Yeah, I mean, from a fan perspective, I think you compare a field goal to a couple of free throws. It's obvious, though, which is more entertaining to watch. You want to see guys score the ball in live action.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. MP in the last game against Chicago was sensational. He had an impressive number of points, and so much of that damage he does is from long range. He ended up with a stat line he's no doubt proud of, and I'm sure he wants to replicate it again. Kevin?
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays. Time.